Hi guys, welcome to Grant's Farm. My name's Amy Trout and I'm the assistant animal curator here at the farm. I've been here for 10 years. If you have a question or you're interested in a specific animal, you can always reach out to us on our Facebook page or you can tweet us at #AskGrantsFarm. Come on for the ride. Welcome to another episode of Grant's Farm Adventures. Today we're going to learn all about llamas and sheep. So let's go for a walk and meet our first animals of the day. Well, welcome to the llama area here. Here's one of our male and female llamas. Llamas originated in South America, particularly the western side of the continent, along the Andes Mountains. Now, we always say one of the biggest, strongest animals on the farm is the Clydesdale. Clydesdale can pull twice their own body weight. Well, these guys aren't quite that strong, but they're also pack animals. They can only carry about 25 to 35% of their body weight, but uniquely enough, they can carry it walking over the mountains in really rough, rugged terrain. Oh, here comes Lily. She's gonna join us. She's not gonna miss out on getting a cool snack. So llamas come in a variety of colors, and as you can see, we have quite a variety here at Grant's Farm. So llamas in the wild can live about 20 years. These two are only coming up on 2 years of age, and Lily over here is a little bit older. She's about 10. So llamas are part of the camelid family, which means some of their closest relatives are alpacas, camels, and guanacos. They all eat a very similar type of diet, which consists mostly of roughage. So like the bovines from our earlier episode, these are also ruminant animals, which means they have 4 chambers to their stomachs. So every year, llamas will grow about 4 to 5 inches of wool on their body. So shearing the llamas is completely painless. We have a couple ladies that come and do all the shearing for us, and they'll start at their necks with clippers and just work their way down their body. So shearing the llamas is kind of like getting a haircut. It doesn't hurt in any way, and it'll grow back very quickly. So now that we've met the llamas, let's head out and meet the other animal at the farm that produces wool. So now we're with the sheep in the cheer garden. Our sheep are Cheviot sheep. They're actually native to the Cheviot Hills between England and Scotland, which is how they got their name. They're known to be a very hardy breed, withstanding the cold climates of that area very well. So in sheep, we refer to the females as ewes. We call the males the ram. All baby sheep are known as lambs. So in this group of sheep, we have 5 ewes and 1 ram. The one eating out of my hand right now is the male, or the ram of the bunch. We also have 3 lambs in the pen this year. So this is our bottle lamb, Freddie. So Freddie's eating the same powdered milk that we feed our baby goats here at Grant's Farm. So these sheep were recently shorn, so as you can tell, they have a very short coat right now. As the year goes on, their wool will regrow out, and we'll end up having to shear the sheep again next year. So they'll grow about 4 to 5 inches of wool a year. So sheep are a little bit different than llamas during the shearing process, because llamas will stand still and actually get the shearer to take the wool off. But sheep are not quite as cooperative, so they actually kind of have to sit on their bottoms and lean back, and you'll notice that the shearers will kind of start around their neck and belly and then work around their back and down their legs. And that's the safest way to shear the sheep, to make sure that we don't have any nicks or injury during the shearing process. One of the things that we like to do is to catch up on their yearly vaccines. Once we take all that wool off, we can actually see what their body looks like under it, address any possible injuries that they might have, but it's also a good way for us to evaluate their body condition and make sure that we know if we need to up their feed or maybe back them off a little bit. And it's just a good way to make sure that our animals are getting the absolute best health. So once we collect all of the wool, we'll try to find someone in the local community that can use the wool. So wool is very desirable, not only because they make clothing out of it, but also blankets. And another fun fact about wool that a lot of people don't know is that it's also part of the inside of a baseball. So there's actually 450 feet of wool inside of every single baseball. So both sheep and llamas will go through the shearing process once a year. So llamas and sheep kind of go hand in hand. Not only do they both produce wool, but they would travel together, and the llamas would act as the sheep's protectors. Well, thanks for joining us today and learning all about the sheep and the llamas. Today we learned that the llamas originated in South America, particularly on the western side of the continent. They were used as pack animals, livestock guardians, and they also provided an excellent source of wool. Like the sheep, they also provided a great source of wool. Our Cheviot sheep are from the Cheviot Hills between England and Scotland. They're known as a dual-purpose breed. They provide a great source of wool, and in each baseball there's 450 feet of yarn that comes from sheep's wool. Well, thanks for joining us today. I hope you learned a lot about the sheep and the llamas. If you have a question about an animal or an upcoming episode, you can reach out to us at Twitter at #AskGrantsFarm and follow us on Facebook. We also post a lot of great information on grantsfarm.com. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Amy Trout. We'll see you next time.